coming up now is a clip of Sandra explaining about, what do you call it, Nurseries jam.
How I came to be making Nurseries jam.
Yeah. Back in the car again, Sandra at the wheel.
There you go.
Coming into, well, I was obviously drive up, but obviously my car's off the road.
You're licensed to drive this as well, but anyway.
Yeah. So, Fantasy Island in the distance and thousands of statics. So, on our way into Skaggy to San Rufus, Sandra.
San Rufus?
Yeah, and for information, I don't know if I mentioned, but John, my boss, has given me a couple of quid to treat you. So, John, thank you. And again, yeah, anybody else that's chipped in a few coffees and everything like that, we'll give Sandra a treat. So, we're going for an Italian tonight, and this is Sandra's last night. She's going back home tomorrow. It's only been a quick one, but Sandra is up for a full week in a fortnight.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So that's going to, yeah, she's actually having a full week up here. So fingers crossed, I'm going to try and get a couple of clear full days off so we can have some time out together, which it didn't happen last year, did it?
It did not happen.
No, it really did not happen.
It didn't really happen the year before either, I seem to remember.
No, and so something quite important as well, the vlog that we did about our future plans, we forgot to mention that I'm into my 4th year of doing this, and so we're apart for 9 months of the year, and as I say, you know, next year would potentially be the 5th year of doing it, so we've just keeping options open still, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right, going past Butlins, those who know where we are will know where we are. There's carousels and the dodgems and things like that, and we're just 5 minutes away from where we're going to go. And I'm going to make a conservative effort tonight, Sandra, to not have fish. On fish is a main.
All right.
But we did have a seafood starter last time, didn't we?
To see what the specials are, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm. Oh, what's that car doing? I'm going to not have a fish main, which I always end up having.
Last time I had the lobster ravioli, it was gorgeous.
Oh, lobster ravioli,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's lovely.
Oh, could do that. Well, that's fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, shellfish. Right, I've got to stop saying right. Shop here, balloon-tastic, balloons for all occasions. That's how they do. Balloon and t-shirt printing. Right, oh, that's spooky, scary doll, look at that. So we just parked 2 or 3 minute walk from the restaurant, and we're a couple of minutes early. Can you imagine going into a restaurant like 3 hours late? You know, we made a booking at 8, but you know, rocking up at 11 o'clock wouldn't be allowed, would it? So a couple of minutes we do. We've got a table booked for 8 o'clock. There's the venue there, and in we go.
So we'll just share a bread and olives, each one on each.
Sorry?
So we'll just share a bread and olives, each one on each.
Oh, the bread and olives. Should we go for should we have one each? We're talking about getting a pre-starter, some bread and olives. Yeah, go on. Yeah. We're going to have a pre-starter, and then we're actually going for a special, which is a polo spinach, which is, what is it, Sandra? You can read it from there.
Chicken breast, stuffed with fresh spinach, mozzarella, wrapped in Parma ham, cooked in a creamy sauce, with chips on edge.
So we're going to go for a special. I was going to have a veal. I know some people will say don't have veal, but I've not had veal for ages. Well, that sounds really nice. So yeah, I'm going to go for the vegetable option, spinach, but with a bit of chicken and ham, like you do. Right, so we've gone for one of these each, not as a sharer. Maybe we should have done it as a sharer, shouldn't we? So So we've got bits of like crusty herby bread, some butter if needed. I'm not doing that, but it's really nice. And love the olives. It's a bit like a mini. It's like a little tapas, isn't it? And I cracked a tooth once biting an olive that had a stone in it, so I'm really nervous about olives. Right. Stuffed, absolutely stuffed. I really enjoyed that. I'll ask Sandra in a minute because she's still chomping. But yeah, I'll wait till Sandra finishes. But yeah, a couple of well, basically a new potato left. But apart from that, I've no idea how I managed to eat all of that.
It's definitely more than one chicken breast for a start. It's a massive portion.
Tasty. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Steve. Quick look at the restaurant itself. So yeah, another visit here, and all going down well. That very nice. Very confused on days. I keep thinking today is Sunday and it's Bank Holiday Monday. It's the mass Exodus day. So a lot of people leaving, and people should all be gone by 11 o'clock. How many stragglers are we going to have? And quite unusual as well for a Bank Holiday Monday. We normally have a quietish afternoon, and we've got several on this afternoon as well. And going into for the next week, we're pretty busy. Cloudy start to the day, but no rain. Some campers down at the bottom and packing up the cars, packing up the tents into the cars, I should say. But yeah, that's what a wonderful weekend, and literally 100% occupancy, absolutely full to the rafters. Right, open the office up. So, one amazing thing, we went over the £2,000 target for the defibrillator. That's absolutely fantastic. Just bear with me for a few days while we now start to get some wheels in motion to what that money's going to go on, exactly what we're going to buy, and potentially with the money we've got left over, what we're going to do with it. But we might come to you guys for some thoughts on that. So as ever, the site has been really busy, and we've got just about everybody off now. There's a couple of people a little bit late because they're still eating breakfasts and things, and yeah, absolutely bedlam. So there's been a big cottage turnover, so the washing machines are getting hammered and the dryer. The pod was in use last night, and for the first time ever it was trashed, which is really disappointing. I won't use the word trashed. We've had a brand new throw that's gone AWOL, and it was left in a right state, but apart from that, everything else is good. And now we're sort of into June and holiday time. A lot of the people that are coming on now are here for holidays, basically. So if they're in for several days, my main thing now with mowing is to mow the pitches that are going to be in use today, this afternoon. So I've got yeah, several. Anyway, enough of me waffling. I'm going to jump on the steer. Oh, Sandra got me some washers yesterday. So I'll show and quickly show you. Look, so I've got some washers, and I managed to temporarily fix my mower here and here, and just for now that needs an R, what they call an R clip, on there, but I've got the washers, so that'll hold up. And jam. Oh, I need to see Sandra about the jam. I might just go and see Sandra quickly before I jump on the mow and before Sandra departs, because I'm going to end up getting into mow mode.
Mow mode.
Mow mode.
Went to mow.
Went to mow. I feel like I'm going to mow a meadow. My Husqvarna is still broken.
Oh.
Right. You've been doing. I'm going to insert a video coming up in a second of Sandra and jam, but just before I do that, you've been making jam, haven't you?
Yeah, I've mentioned it a couple of times now.
Yeah. Anyway, we won't, because you explain on your little clip, don't you?
Yeah.
So coming up now is a clip of Sandra explaining about, what do you call it, Nurseries jam.
How I came to be making Nurseries jam.
Yeah. The Campsite Warden wife Nurseries jam.
Good evening. So I'm sat in the cafe area because I've just been having a chat with Mark here. Say hello, Mark.
Hello, everyone.
There you go. So we've been just chatting about. So I've got my cup of tea as well. So I found that in Skegness. I'm very happy with that little mug. So it's my camping mug now. Anyway, so I've just been chatting about. So it was last year. I came to see Neil towards the end of the season. There were just masses and masses of plums that you might. Those that have been watching the vlogs for a long time will remember that Neil was going, "Where's Sandra?" He couldn't find me anywhere, and it's because I was out there picking plums. He came down the lane and everything, and he couldn't find me anywhere, and I was just out there picking plums, and I got like a good number of pounds of plums. And as people possibly know, this campsite used to be an actual plant nurseries originally. So there's all different varieties of plums and apricots and all sorts all around the perimeter, which is really, really nice. And just so many delicious plums. So at home I quite often make jam. Sometimes I make them for the local church and this and that. I'll give to friends and things like that, family. But yeah, so we've actually got this year something a little bit special. So we have, this is some of the jam that I made, which I kind of touched on. But so it's actually Nurseries Lincolnshire plum jam, effectively made by the campsite warden's wife. There you go. So this is what we were laughing about with Mark earlier. So we've got a little few thoughts about this. So this we're going to have to do a bit of prep. So they won't be available for a couple of weeks still. But if you come and stay in a couple of weeks' time, you might have something extra special in Mark's shop. So we will look forward to that. And keep watching.
Right, so we're going to say goodbye to Sandra. A bit of a mad couple of days. Sorry, it's been absolutely bedlam today.
Bank holiday weekends.
As you've seen. So yeah, so we're going to be having some standard jam up for sale soon. I'm so tired. Right, safe journeys back. Give us a kiss, and we'll see you in a fortnight. So
see you soon.
No.
What?
We don't say see you soon.
Why not?
I'll say because we stopped saying that, right? And stop saying right.
I can say see you soon.
No, you're not.
It's not like see you on the next one, is it?
And don't we do too far much right. Say ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
Right, if you're with me, I am bleeping. I've got 4 timers going at the moment. We've got a remote control missing out of the cottage. We've got something missing out of the pod, and we've got a fob missing as well. First time this year. Absolute bedlam. Right, let me say goodbye to Sandra and let Sandra out in the noddy car. Right, Sandra goes off into the sunset. I need to try and get some stuff out of the washing machine here and carry on and carry on and carry on and carry on. I should, set myself up a laundry. It's bedlam when you have the cottage and pod in. It all happens at once. So that's in the dryer, washed. These need drying, that needs drying, that needs drying. Those are dry. Yeah, absolutely bedlam. And with the cottage, we've got this super king size bed, which is a nightmare to change. So we try and keep all the bedding into separate baskets, and once it's all dried, we keep it all separate. So it just makes it easier for when we do the cottage turnover. And we've gone quieter now, but I've still got more in this afternoon, but I'm now calm. I can, fingers crossed, sit down for 5 minutes. Fingers crossed. What's going to happen next, eh? What's going to happen next? Alright, bank holiday Monday. 5 o'clock. Still going. Still waiting for check-ins. Story of my life this weekend. Right down here. Turf for the back of Boatheads has had an hour of dousing. This one's had a good hour or so. That's actually really lush and green, isn't it? Look how that is. And I'm currently giving this one a go over. And Paul's been, so some of you I should say. So let's see, there we are, the minutes, one more on this afternoon. Some of you will recall sort of some problems and issues we had with the Husqvarna, and to cut a long story short, a pulley, I mean, it's just wear and tear. I know this was serviced last year, but it's just one of them things. You can see the gap there. So that pulley has sheared in the middle there, and that in turn has caused the belt to fray and pretty well snap, and obviously we lost transmission. So we managed to locate, fingers crossed, pulley, and Paul's taken the mower deck off. What we should do, in actual fact, is while this is off, photograph this from up above. But what I'm going to do is I'm hoping to have 2 days off. Give me 2 days off without anything happening. So later on in the week, Thursday, Friday, I'm probably going to give that a jet wash. So I have had the trowel on it there, skates in and all that, but I might just give that a good go over. And so the problem here on this site is all the this pea gravel stuff here. So when you're out on the mowers, if the grass is a little bit damp or you're running over molehill soils, the pea gravel's flinging up in the air, and it's probably that what we're sure is causing the problem. So yeah, so we've got the deck off, and I found out what this is here as well. This contraption come out, yeah, see, it pulls out. It's a mulcher. So what you can do, you can put that in without the grass box, and basically it causes the grass to have a double cut and mulches, not just similar to this one here, although that's not mulching very good at the minute. Right, Neil, stop saying right. Still got the final bit of bedding in the dryer at 5 o'clock. It says it's a nightmare trying to get everything washed and dried. Got the pod books out again for, I think they're in for 3 nights, which is quite unusual. So quick go over and check things before I finish off today's video. So I am waiting for one last check-in. So I'm going to have a delve in the freezer and find myself a gorgeous meal for one. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. It's been a very, 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 very busy, long bank holiday weekend. I have no idea why. It's been quite exhausting. There was a certain amount of Mickey taking on Friday, and I've been having some words. We may have some changes we're going to be doing so that doesn't happen again. And even here, I am on a bank holiday Monday now, and I'm still waiting for one person that should have been here at 5 o'clock, and they haven't arrived yet. And the phone number is not a right phone number. So yeah, another. I was going to say, it rhymes with. It begins with P and around. This is how tired I am. It begins with P and sounds like his take. But hey ho, that's the way the mop flops. Good to see Sandra, wasn't it? She was up for the weekend, and I'd say she is up for a week in a couple of weeks, so fingers crossed we'll have a little bit more time, and people arriving on time when they should arrive, you know, because just as an example, if I now wanted to go out and go and have a meal with Sandra, which we don't because she's gone home, I'm waiting for this one person that said they'll be here at 5 and they haven't arrived. Dear. The joys of being a campsite warden. I've been a bit grumpy the last few days, to be honest. It's yeah, it's been absolutely exhausting. Right, I've got to stop saying right. Laters.